The only consistency in college athletics is change, and nowhere is that more apparent than on a jobs board. How often have we scrolled through a job description thinking, this sounds so intriguing, but what does this position really entail? We're excited to sit down with senior leaders from across the country to get more color and context on their openings. What's it like to live in that marketplace? Is it a great place to raise a family? What's the vibe on campus? What else is there to do in my spare time? This and more from D1 Ticker. I'm Steph Garcia with D1 Ticker, and we are delighted to be joined by William & Mary Athletic Director Brian Mann to talk about the brand new opening for a Senior Associate AD for External Relations. Brian, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Stephanie. Great to be here.
So you are new to the big chair in Williamsburg, and people are wondering, what is your leadership style? And what kind of culture are you trying to develop for Tribe Athletics?
I think my goal here is to be the kind of person who brings smart, interesting, curious, hardworking people to the table and then empowers them to do their best work. I think we have an incredible opportunity here to shape the future of an institution that's over 300 years old, and that's a rare thing to be able to do. But I think if you find those great people that have that relentless energy for the work that we do, you remove obstacles whenever you can, and you empower them to make decisions in their world and to affect the people around them the most, you can have a lot of success.
So this role is going to be a key part of your leadership team. What qualities are going to fit best with your personal leadership style? What are you looking for?
Yeah, well, we're looking for two things. First is somebody to fulfill the specific job description. And for me, that's everything related to our revenue. That's our corporate sponsorships. We have a terrific partner in Van Wagner. That's our ticketings. We have a great new partnership with the Aspire Group. We have a marketing position that's open, so this person will be able to build out their own team from the moment they arrive. And it's an opportunity to take our revenue, to bring it to new heights. And those resources are going to go directly back into our student athletes and how we support them. There's also sport oversight opportunities that go with it. And there's a chance to sit at our senior leadership table to help us make those decisions and to create strategies to build that brightest future possible. I value that table tremendously, and I'm looking for people that have the ability and the wherewithal to bring ideas, to challenge one another, to make sure that we're continually trying to innovate and create incredible experiences for our student athletes. I want them to come as the head of our external operations, so they're bringing that perspective. But more important than anything, I want them to view their primary role as helping us shape the future of the department and providing that world-class experience for our student athletes.
So am I analyzing this correctly? When I look at the job description for required qualifications, there is a lot there about communications, marketing, management. There's a little bit less there in the required section about revenue generation, ticketing, sales. Can you speak to that a little bit?
I think that's partly the way the position's built. We have those incredible partners in Van Wagner and the Aspire Group. And so from that perspective, it's about being a great partner with them, making sure that there's great communication between those groups, ensuring that those efforts are interwoven into everything that we're doing as a department, and that even though they're external partners, we're really acting as one. So that's why the marketing, the communications, the management is really important, because we've got those great external partners. And then what I'm really looking for, because I think when we get to a certain point in the evolution of this role, there's going to be the ability to do more. Mm-hmm. And that's where I can see the sport oversight, the senior leadership team, growing out some of the areas where I think we can build towards a brighter future. There's going to be capacity for more once this person has 6 months or 12 months under their belt. But primarily we want them originally and early on to take care of those partnerships, grow our revenue streams, and then help us start looking towards the future.
This is a big, juicy role. And one key component of it is the brand management development side. I know that's a big priority for you as you take on this, this department. Where do you want the William & Mary brand to go? Where are we going to go among the CAA, among FCS? What is your vision?
Well, I love the brand that William & Mary has, and the historical significance of the university, the institution, the world-class education that's available, the public mission of the university, the scholarships, the location. I've said this before. I think William & Mary is at this perfect intersection of everything that I love about intercollegiate athletics, and that brand is really strong. What I think we can do, and what we've started to do over the last couple of years as an institution, is tell that story better and make sure that everybody understands where it is that we stand. For example, I think a lot of people are surprised when they find out that we're a public institution because of our size, because of our history, because of our academic mission. There's an assumption that we're a private institution and that we don't have that public mission. So that's just one example where I think we have an incredible brand, but telling that story, getting out into different markets, both locally and across the country, and frankly, across the world, is going to be an incredible opportunity for this person. They're really going to help us be able to drive that home.
Last big question for you. As I mentioned earlier, I am a Virginia grad, so I am familiar with William & Mary. But Brian, sell me on living in Williamsburg. If I'm a candidate looking at this position and I'm interested in how the challenges and the opportunities, but I have any questions about Williamsburg, what would you say?
Well, it's community. And that's really what I was looking for when I came here. The size of the institution and William & Mary really being the heartbeat of Williamsburg means it's going to attract incredible people. They're going to be smart. They're going to be interesting. But if they're going to live here, they're going to love to be outside. They're going to love to be at events. And because of the size of the community surrounding William & Mary, there's really an interconnectedness between institution and area, which means that you're not just an employee here, that your colleagues are going to become your friends, that the idea of one tribe, one family goes well beyond what happens on a court, in a pool, or on a field, that we're here to care for one another, that as athletics has success and the institution has success, the area has success. It can be an affordable place compared to some of the larger cities where I've worked. We have some incredible lifestyle opportunities here. If you're into being outdoors, there's a ton of golf, there's a ton of water. Busch Gardens is here, water country. It's an incredible place to raise a family. I'm learning that well as my wife and I now have a 6-month-old son who's really becoming a part of it. So if you want to be a part of something more than just a job or more than just an athletics department and you want that community feel, I'm not sure there's a better place in the country for it.
Fantastic. Well, you are really selling it, and we are super excited to follow along as you make this very important addition to your leadership team.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate the opportunity. And for all of you that have reached out, I'm looking forward to speaking with many of you about the role. For those that are interested, please let us know. I really believe we're building something exciting with some incredible people and would love to add the right teammate.
Go Tribe.
Go Tribe.